everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different. Not only have I got a special guest here, Doglet, but who knows how long he'll stay. He might not stay for the duration of the video. But it is not only my birthday month, but it is also EDS Awareness Month, or Ehlers Danlos syndrome as it is called. And many of you won't know that I have been diagnosed with EDS along with my many other conditions. But I thought it would be a good idea to just explain it to you guys a little bit because it is undiagnosed so much. It affects quite a lot of people, so I thought why not explain it to you guys. Are you going to help me explain, Maxie? Yeah? Shall we explain it? So the animal that is associated with EDS is the zebra, and the reason for that is because when doctors go to doctor school, they're kind of told about look for the horses are always the same, everyone's the same, and this is the condition and that goes for everyone and these symptoms go for everyone. But in reality everyone is slightly different, and there is always that one person that is going to have what you are least expecting or you least think at that time, and there is that person that is the zebra and not the horse, and that is why it is a zebra. And I will put a little picture here of like the EDS logo so that you can see that. So the first question that you're going to ask is, what is EDS or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? And it is to do with the connective tissue in your body. The connective tissue is a cell or cells that are made up of fibres and other cells and a protein called collagen. Now this collagen is like the glue that sticks your body together basically. So it holds your bones together, it holds your blood vessels together, your skin together, your organs together, and this is basically not working. There are 6 different types, and obviously there are 3 more common ones and there are 3 not so common, but the 6 types are, so you've got classical EDS, you've got hypermobility EDS, you've got vascular EDS, those are the 3 main ones, and then there are 3 other ones which I have no idea how to pronounce, so I will put a little annotation or notes here on what they're called, but those are the 3 less common ones and I'm not sure how you pronounce it, so I don't want to like batter the words. Next question is obviously going to be, what are the symptoms and how do I know that I have EDS? Now the symptoms obviously can vary between people as with any condition, but they are the following. So you've got things like you can easily bruise. I'm always bruised. I bruise like a peach. I always have a bruise somewhere on my body, and they're normally quite bad bruises as well. You can get increased joint mobility. Your skin can be stretchier than it should be, which is the collagen obviously not holding it together, it makes it stretchier. You can get extreme tiredness. I'm always tired, and it's not just from lack of sleep, I am just tired. Fatigue is one of the symptoms. You can get digestive problems. I've got my gastroparesis, bowel problems, so you go too much and it's too soft and loose, or you can't go enough and it's too hard to pass. You can get bladder problems, so you go too much, you can't go enough, or you feel like you need to go but then you can't go, or you have to like force it out. Get dizziness, or another condition is POTS, which is to do with your blood pressure and your heart rate being too high, too low, and a lot of people do have EDS and POTS or gastroparesis. They're all kind of very closely related. You get organ problems, because obviously your organs are probably a little bit more exposed than they should be. Again, blood vessel problems, they burst too easily, they're not filled up enough because they're too stretchy. My hands are always cold because my circulation isn't as good. Now there isn't a diagnosis as such. I know you can get biopsies and skin stuff. When it's like hypermobility, it's kind of based on what a doctor can see and the symptoms you're telling the doctor. So there is something called the Baton Score, and now this is a score out of 9. I thought I did 10 then. Out of 9, and basically you get a point for each thing you can do, and obviously the higher the score, the more likely it is that you've got EDS. The 9 different points you can get, so you can get 1 point for each hand if you can put your thumb to your arm. So if you can do it on your right arm you get 1, if you can do it on your left arm you get 1. And again the other one is your finger, so if you can do your little finger more than 90 degrees, again 1 on each hand. If you can push your elbow out further than it should go, so it's more than straight, it's kind of, you know, straighter than straight. Again, one on each arm, and again with the knees, one on each knee. So if you can put it straight and it kind of goes backwards. And then the last one that you can get a point for is if you can stand up with your legs dead straight and you can touch the floor flat with your hands. Now I thought that was just being a cheerleader or a gymnast and being stretchy, but obviously with everything else it's not. But those are the 9 points that you can get. Just because you can do those things, it doesn't mean you necessarily have EDS, but it is a kind of a good indication for doctors along with your other symptoms. EDS, like I said, is undiagnosed a lot, and that is often because other problems that stem from it can be worse than the EDS and easier to diagnose, and those things stand out more than the EDS itself. The EDS is kind of covered up by these conditions, which is why it was one of the last conditions to kind of get diagnosed and to be pointed out. Although there's no cure for EDS, it is good to get a diagnosis because treatment will be slightly different. So if you have other conditions or you have a procedure of some sort, the way that it needs to be gone about is slightly different, so it's always good to have that diagnosis. Like I said, there's no cure for EDS, it's just kind of managing your symptoms, and there are two main ones aside from kind of the medicine route of things. You can do physiotherapy, which is great. I've tried physiotherapy and that kind of also leads to kind of wrist supports, knee supports, ankle supports, whatever you personally need. I was told to do Pilates, which I love, and you can do in the comfort of your own home. You can do it in your bedroom, on the floor, with a YouTube video. It's great, I love it, and you can kind of change up to how you personally need it. The other thing is occupational therapy. Now I've also tried this and I also found this really helpful. Occupational therapy is kind of more to do with kind of adapting things within your life to make things easier. So like you can see here, I've got a handle here and I also kind of have handrails around. Some people find counselling very helpful, and there are specific kind of counselling that helps with dealing with a chronic illness that you are going to have for life, and they help you deal with it. That is all for this video. I hope you found it helpful and enjoyed it in a helpful kind of way. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I do plan on doing these kind of videos for my other conditions. I just thought I would start with this one because it's kind of the root of all my problems, and also it is Awareness Month in May, so I thought it would be a perfect video to start May off. And yeah, I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, or just a thumbs up if you found it helpful or useful. And if you're new to my channel, hi, thank you for joining my channel, and I would love it if you could subscribe, and then we can have lots more fun together, and it would just make me a very happy girl. So until next time, I hope you are healthy, stay strong, be positive, and I love you lots. Bye.